Okay, so in this video I'm going to be talking about selling templates on the Framer marketplace. I'm going to be walking you through this whole process because I see quite a bit of confusion around this topic. So yeah, I thought that I would just, sit down in my recliner and yeah, walk you through the whole process. We're going to be actually submitting a template, but not really, kind of, because I don't really have a template to submit, but yeah, I'm just going to walk you through the process. And yeah, basically that's it. We're going to put the template on a platform called Polar, so we can generate a checkout link for our template, and then we're going to submit that to the Framer marketplace. So yeah, without any further ado, let me introduce myself. My name is Nandi. This is Framer University, and let's get started. Okay, so as you can see, here we are on the Framer marketplace, which has a bunch of cool templates, and the goal is to have our templates right here. So what we can do here is you can go to the top right corner and then to creator space, and this is where we can submit our plugins, templates, components, vectors, and a bunch of other things. What I want to focus on in this video is templates, of course. We can also click this how to get started link, which will tell us a bit about this whole process. And what I can also suggest you is just, go to, for example, the template requirements, because this is a really important step. When you create your template, make sure to go through these requirements, just to make sure that before you're actually submitting your template, it is made according to these standards right here. So yeah, just make sure to go through it and just check all of these, and yeah, then you can actually submit your template. But let's go back a bit to this view, because as you can see, we have this new template button here. This is what we can click, and then this is where we can just fill out all the details about our templates. So I'm going to just upload an image here. Let me just get my little thumbnail I created for this. It has to be 4:3 ratio. So we're just going to put it right here. It's just a placeholder. It's not a real template. But yeah, let's say I call it folio. It's a portfolio template. Okay, so it's already in use. So we're going to call it folio. Okay, so the byline is something like, premium looking portfolio template or something like that. Great. And then we can have a little short description here, which is, just a few lines of description. This doesn't have to be like really detailed, just a few lines to make sure that people who take a peek can really see what your template is about. So I'm not going to fill everything out, because what I would do in your case, by the way, is I would just look at some of the most successful Framer templates on the marketplace and just look at what they used. So let me actually open the marketplace really quickly. Okay, so here we are. I know that, for example, Fabrica is a best-selling template. We can take a look at this, and you can see the short description here. You can just write something like this. It's honestly not too important, but yeah, it has to be cool and explain your template and your value proposition. People should see why this template is valuable for them. So yeah, that's a short description. Category, you can probably pick that. Styles, you can probably add that as well. Pages, easy peasy. Features, yeah, just add all the features that you have within your template, like appear effects, forms, and all the stuff that you're using. Preview link should be easy, just a simple free Framer subdomain link, and then your remix link, again, easy peasy, lemon squeeze. Oops, not lemon squeezy. We're going to be using Polar for selling the template. Yeah, we're going to be using paid. Please do not add free templates to the marketplace, because if you want to make money with Framer and by selling templates, it's really important to make your templates paid, because that's the only way people can pay for it. If you're giving people free templates, it basically means that you're relying on the affiliate revenue, which is basically something that you get after each subscription. So basically, someone remixes your template, your free template, and they start a site subscription, for example, for $100, you get 50% of that, $50 for 12 months. So that's actually great, but you know, it takes time to build that affiliate revenue up. So if you're doing free templates, it's probably going to take a little bit longer for you to reach like a few $1,000s revenue. And when you're doing paid templates, you get the, you know, money after each sale, and you're also getting the affiliate revenue. So I think it's just a better way to make money. So yeah, make sure that you're doing paid. Let's say our template is $99, and yeah, this is actually the important part. This is what I wanna really talk about in this video, the checkout link. The full description part, again, just go to a template that has a full description. Again, it just has to be something that describes your template. All the pages that you have also have a little section where you're actually talking about why you are different from other templates. So why, you know, your template actually provides more value. What are some of the additional things that you're delivering to them when they buy the template? It should not just be a template, but something a little bit more, so you can be, hey, my template is much better because it's not just a template. It gives you this, that, a whole bunch of other things. They will feel like, wow, this is actually more valuable than the others. So that's about the full description. But what is the checkout link? Because this is where I see a bit of confusion. People are not really, they don't really get that. Okay, so I submit my template to the marketplace, but like, how do I get the money? Like, how does it work? Well, let me tell you. When you're submitting the template, as you can see, there is a little field where you can actually type in the checkout link for your template, which is something that you have to generate. You either have a Stripe checkout link, a Lemon Squeezy checkout link, or a Polar checkout link, and that's what we're gonna have, because I would highly recommend you to use Polar. Lemon Squeezy was kind of like the, as you can see here, they're also kind of like suggesting you like Lemon Squeezy, or just giving you like an example like Lemon Squeezy. That was kind of like the go-to for a long time. Now they're a little bit like, they've been acquired by Stripe. I don't know. I feel like that they've been going downhill a bit, but yeah. So Polar is the new go-to in my opinion. So yeah, we're gonna be taking a look at them as an example in this video. So with these services, we can generate a checkout link, and basically all the money that we get through selling the templates will be coming through these services, so either Stripe, Polar, Lemon Squeezy, and all this good stuff. And that's where we're going to be able to withdraw the money through those services. And they're also merchant of record, at least Lemon Squeezy and Polar, which basically means that they take care of like taxes. I mean, value-added tax. So for example, if I'm in Hungary, here we have 27% VAT. So if anyone purchases, so for example, if I purchase a template here from Hungary, I pay 27% extra on top of the, you know, real price of the template. Let's say $100 is the default price. I'm going to be actually paying $127, and the $27 will be paid to Hungary by the merchant of record, which is Polar or Lemon Squeezy. So you don't have to care about this part of the tax. Of course, you still have to care about and deal with, you know, personal income tax and stuff like that, but that should be clear. So let's go and check out Polar. So I already have this open here, so I'm going to go to Polar. So I'm not going to show you how to set up your account, because that should be pretty easy. You just click sign up, I guess, and you create an account. But once you have an account, this is what you see. You see that you have $0 made, which is not great, and that's why you're, you know, watching this video, to be able to submit a template and get it up to a few $1,000s. And so let's go to products, because this is where we first have to be messing around. You're going to notice that with Polar, it's a little different how you actually set up these products, because yeah, they have a really specific logic of how to set these things up. We're going to be actually taking inspiration from some other templates. I actually don't know. Maybe we can just check out Fabrica. I don't know if, yeah, it seems like he's using Lemon Squeezy. And so what Anatoly has is a standard license and a pro license. So as you can see, he implemented tiered pricing, why he did that? It's because he can make more money if people choose to buy the Pro. So this is something that you should also do. You should have a default or a standard license, and then a Pro license, let's say, or yeah, the Pro license, yeah. And just provide something more in the Pro license. So, you know, maybe like a Figma file, as you can see it right here, and you can use the template on unlimited websites. The standard just gives you one website usage. So yeah, this is just a great way to, you know, bump the, you know, the price up if someone needs those extra things. So how can we set our Polar up in a way that we actually implement this tiered pricing? Let's take a quick look at that. So the way it works in Polar is we have to set up the tiers here in the product catalog. So the Pro license and the standard license will be created here. So what I do is I basically click new product in the top right corner. Then we can give all of these informations here, so the name, description, and all the good stuff. So we're gonna just call it folio, and we can just write standard license. Here we can have a little description, which I already have here, so we can just copy it from here. Let's paste it in. I'm gonna just format it a little bit differently. It's also markdown, so first, if I want to like make the first line bold, I just have to put like 2 of these little symbols here. I don't actually know, like these little stars, I guess. And that's how it's going to be bold. Pretty good. Again, just a short description. You can probably reuse the same stuff that you have on the Framework Marketplace. And then we go down to pricing. It's a one-time purchase for a fixed price of $99, but of course you can pick your own price. Then again, we're going to be just using our little image here. Here it's 16:9 ratio, and on the Frame Marketplace it's 4:3. So you can either redesign all of your thumbnails and images for Polar or just use the same, and it's going to be cropped a little bit on the top and bottom. You decide what you do. Now I just uploaded the same. And then we can add some specific checkout fields. I don't really think that we need this. None of this. And the only thing that we're gonna need is the benefits. So this is where it becomes a little bit like interesting. What is benefits? Well, when you are basically, what you want to do is just give them the a remix link when they purchase the template. So here we have to add the remix link as a benefit. So we're going to create a new benefit here, and the type will be custom because it's not a Discord invite and none of these. It's not a file, not a license. So yeah, it's just going to be custom. We can give it a description and the private note. So the description is kind of like the name. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to write folio remix link. And then what I'm going to do here on the private note, this is what they will see when they kind of like get this benefit. The private note will just show up for them. So this can be also used for other things, like I'm going to actually show you the other things as well. Let's just get the remix link really quickly. So we're just going to write a remix link here, and you're just going to put the link here. I don't have the remix link, but yeah, you can just paste the link here, and we can click create. Perfect. So we have a folio remix link, but as I suggested, when you're creating a template, you should provide more value, and all of those value blocks should be added here as benefits, because they're gonna be seeing all of these like little benefits as like check marks when they are checking out. It's gonna be actually something like this right here. Like it's gonna be visible on this part, but it's gonna look a little different because of course it's not lemon squeezy but Polar. So let's go back here. Let's create a new one. Let's say you also give them a video tutorial on how to customize the template. I highly recommend doing this. It's super low effort. Like you just literally start recording. you just record how to customize the template, and you can already seem like a higher value offer because you provide some additional value when they buy the template. So yeah, make sure that you're doing this. Video tutorial, link to the video, and you just give the link right here. Create, okay. What else I have here? Free updates and email support. So here you can also just add the free updates and email support here. Again, just to make sure that they can actually see that you're giving this, you have to kind of like remind them of all the value points that they're getting. And here you could be asking like, okay, but what do I add for the private note here? Well, you can just give them a little message here like for support, contact support at framer.university, or whatever your email is. And that's basically it. So we have all the little benefits that they're going to see. We have the price, we have the images, you can of course add more, description, name, and all the good stuff. I'm going to actually copy this description because I know that we're going to need it in the future, and I will just click create product. Now we have this, and this is actually not enough because we have to create another product, and this is where it becomes again a little interesting, because those two tiers will be separate products. So now we have to basically create the same thing with a different name and different price. So we're going to create a new product. The name will be again Folio, but it's going to be called Pro License. We're going to paste in the description here, including the license, use this template on multiple websites. The other parts of the description will be the same. It's going to be a one-time purchase again for a fixed price. Maybe it's going to be a little bit more, like $149, let's say, instead of $99. The same images can be uploaded here. Checkout fields, we don't need that. We can apply all of these benefits here. So we get the remix link, the video tutorial, the free updates, blah, blah, blah. But in the Pro license, you might give something extra like a Figma file or something like that. So you can just add Figma file here and Figma link. You can just give the link here. Or if it's a file, you can also just use file downloads and upload the file there. Perfect. So we can create this product as well. So with this, for our template, we created two tiers. One of them is $99 standard license, and the other one is the Pro license for $149. So at this point, we can assemble our checkout link, which will combine these two products together. Because what you could also do is you could just click share, and actually, can I do that? Maybe not. Maybe actually I cannot do that. Yeah, because, yeah, okay, then ignore me. You cannot share these products as just simple links, because you actually have to go to the left, checkout links, and here we have to create a new link. We can just call it the, I don't know, Folio template link, or I don't know, checkout. And this is where we're going to select the products that we want to include in this link, which is going to be the standard and the Pro license. And that's it. If you want to have a specific success URL, so once they purchase, you want to redirect them somewhere, you can do that. Allow discount codes, require billing address, not really needed. And you can just click create link. So now we have our checkout link. We can copy it to our clipboard, and I'm going to just open it really quickly just to see how it works. So as you can see, it's a really nice. I actually prefer this over the, I don't know, lemon squeezy one. Actually, lemon squeezy isn't that bad, to be honest, but wait, I don't know, for some reason I always kind of like prefer these darker, I don't know, checkout experiences. So yeah, I think it's pretty cool. And since we added both of the products, we now have this little selector, so we can either buy the standard license or the pro license. And you can see all the benefits that we added here, so it's really nice. People can see the value, and when we switch to pro license, they get the extra Figma file check mark here, so they can see that, oh, okay, I'm getting more. Also description changes, single website for the standard and multiple websites for the pro license. And that's it. They check out, they give all the information here for the cards and stuff, and they pay. Pretty easy. And then the money will basically show up in your Polar account right here, and you're going to be able to go to the left, finance, and withdraw the money here after connecting it to your Stripe account. So now at this point, all you have to do is just copy this checkout link and go back to your creator space, and here for checkout link, just paste this in here. What I also recommend doing, because it's kind of like an, I don't know, a technique that not many people know about, but I think it's pretty useful, is instead of giving them the checkout link for your Polar here, you can actually shorten this link. So for example, if you have a service like dub.co, let me actually open it really quickly. So as you can see here, I have dub.co opened, and I can just create a new link here for this specific checkout link. And I have this frameruni.link set up right here. You probably just have dub.link if you've just set up your account. And yeah, you can create the link here, and instead of giving Framer this link, you can just give dub.link / blah blah blah. And what's great about this is that then you can always come back to here and change where this shortened link is pointing to, so the destination URL can be later changed, which is going to be pretty cool for you, because you can check out you can change the checkout link to lemon squeezy or whatever. If you want to switch your service for selling the actual template, you can do that. But essentially this is just a small thing that you can do. If you just want to give Framer this checkout link, you can do that, no problem. So once everything is filled out, at this point you can just click publish right here, and yeah, at that point you just have to wait, and hopefully your template will be approved. You're probably gonna have to wait a little bit and go back and forth with one of the reviewers to make sure that it's really perfect to be able to get on the marketplace. But yeah, hopefully this video was able to help you, and it cleared up some of the doubts that you might have had. However, if you still have any questions, make sure to drop them in the comment section, because yeah, you might still have questions. So yeah, just go ahead and drop all of them in the comments, and I'm going to do my best to answer you guys, and also maybe create an updated version of this tutorial in the future. So yeah, I think that's it for this one. Also check out Framer.university, because that's a really cool website for free Framer resources. It has over 500 Framer resources, so maybe even if you're building a Framer template, these are going to be pretty useful and helpful for you, just to make it a little bit more I don't know, just give it a wow effect, I guess. Yeah, cool effects, 3D animations, all that good stuff. So yeah, Framer.university, do not forget that. So yeah, also like this video, subscribe for more, and I want to see you in the next one.